hand of the Republican women and the Tea Party for this event. Okay, I'm Bill Sargent, and I'm running for Congress, just like these fellows behind me. There are a number of issues that I think are important in this campaign, and let me go through a couple of them with you. The first one is that we need to deal with the federal government and get it out of our business. This is critical, not only to the national economy, but also to the state of Texas. You take a look at Obamacare. As Michael said, if Obamacare stands, the federal government can have regulation and control over every aspect of your life, and that is dead wrong. Then we have the situation of foot dragging on issuing permits for drilling in the Gulf. What happens? The rigs go idle, the rigs start heading for South America, and with them, jobs. We should be drilling here, drilling now, and creating jobs. Then you have the XL pipeline, same thing, jobs gone. That's dead wrong, folks. And we need to have government not just at the federal level. We need to cut the federal level and bring government down to the state and local level to the maximum extent we can do that. Another issue, securing our borders. Friends, there are people walking across our borders today who are terrorists, who are drug dealers, who are criminals. We need to stop that. Now, how do we do that? One of the things we can do is we can go ahead and empower local and state law enforcement to come up alongside the border control and deal with it. Now, you've probably heard the adage that says, when you subsidize something, you're going to get more of it. What are we subsidizing? We're subsidizing free food stamps, free education, free health care for people who are coming into this country illegally. That needs to stop. In addition to that, we need to ban sanctuary cities. And lastly, if I was elected, I would move to have an amendment to the Constitution that would say that anyone who is born to parents who are here illegally would not be a U.S. citizen. It's the anchor baby issue. Excuse me. I don't have enough time. How much time do I have left? 2.5. Okay, I'll keep going. 1.5. 1.5. Okay. Well, then let's go talk about myself for a second, because we'll get to the other questions, I'm sure, having to do with spending and balanced budgets. And you know, I think we should have balanced budgets. We should have things that, if something is not authorized by the Constitution, we should sunset it. If it's not authorized by the Constitution, we should get it out of here. Department of Education is one example. Now, let me tell you about myself. I'm different than these folks behind me in a couple of ways. One is I'm the only candidate in the race who brings to the table 20 years of congressional and legislative experience. I worked for 2 congressmen. I worked for Jesse Helms from North Carolina. I worked 18 years with the Department of Commerce doing congressional and legislation on trade legislation for them. I know where the men's rooms are, folks. I don't have to go find them. I know where they are. I know the committee system works, and I can hit the deck running. I also experienced the county level in Galveston, where I live. I live in the district. I live on Galveston Island. I'm your neighbor. I'm not a career politician. I've never run for office before. I'm 68 years old. If I get elected, I would think I would not serve more than maybe 3 terms, because I'll be 75 at that point. Time for a younger person to take over. I'm not going to be a Claude Pepper or a Strom Thurmond. I'm a small businessman. I've had over 20 years in the Navy. I joined as a senior recruit. In 1961, 20 years later, I retired as lieutenant commander. I took an oath of office at that point, and over time, excuse me, forgive me, I didn't see your sign.